Hello, I'm Jon Sermon, a church leader based in the UK, and if you've been following my encouragement videos over recent months, you will have noticed that there's been a week without them, simply because my wife and I were on holiday last week. I'm back at work now and back to recording and posting videos in the hope of encouraging you. So if you've been missing me, welcome back. I'm glad to be back with you. Of course, having been on holiday, I have been not so closely following the news as I would during a working week, and therefore I'm a little bit out of touch, but still in touch enough to realise that here in the UK, the numbers of infections with COVID-19 are still on the rise, and there are some parts of our country very severely affected and in different measures to try and control the virus. And I'm fortunate not to live in one of those areas. Many of you probably do. And as far as other countries are concerned, if you're listening to this outside the UK, I know in Uganda, for example, things are easing slightly. Still very difficult, and it's different in different places. But for most of us, it's still a major challenge, a major threat even, and a difficult situation. And when we're in a difficult situation, knowing we can rely on God is so important. Now, a friend recently sent a YouTube link to my wife of a song which she in turn sent to me. I've just been listening to it, and I really would recommend it to anyone. If you search on YouTube, Michael W. Smith, and the title of the song, Sovereign Over Us. It's a song written by three experienced songwriters who are Aaron Keyes and Brian. I've just lost the note of who the three are. Aaron Keyes, Brian Brown and Jack Mooring, but the particular recording was sung by Michael W. Smith. And the title is Sovereign Over Us. And what I thought that God is sovereign over us is actually a helpful and encouraging thought. We're right in the UK where our news is also at a critical stage over the whole process of what we call Brexit. And you'll remember, whatever your vote may have been, whatever your opinions have been and are, that one of the big issues of all of this is the question of sovereignty, and whether as a nation we choose to share some of our sovereignty with something called the European Union, or whether we pull away from it and, as it were, set ourselves up with the rights to our own sovereignty. And as I understand it, the negotiations of the terms for the future have that element in them. And people so easily argue about sovereignty. But where does sovereignty truly lie? It's with God, our Creator. And if we see that and realize that and submit ourselves to the implications of that, it can be so positive for us. This particular song, it's got lyrics that speak into the situation we are facing, even though it was written long before the coronavirus issue came about. The opening lines, there is strength within the sorrow, there's beauty in our tears, and speaking to God, singing to God, you meet us in our mourning with a love that casts out fear. Do look it up on YouTube, listen to it, enjoy the sense of it, find yourself singing along to it. In the chorus, it says, your plans are still to prosper, you have not forgotten us. You are with us in the fire and the flood. You are faithful forever, perfect in love. You are sovereign over us. Plans are still to prosper. The word still has been added. I'm assuming this because I recognise it, not that I've consulted with the three who wrote it, but added to a verse in the Old Testament part of the Bible, Jeremiah chapter 29 and verse 11, where God is saying to the people, I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future. You see how that says, my plans are to prosper you. God speaking to people who recognise him as who he is. My plans are to prosper you. And these songwriters have added, well, that's still true. And you're still sovereign over us. And it's such an encouragement in this difficult time. God bless you.